Hi, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today's kind of like it's on confidence. Having confidence in any situation takes work, takes effort, and it's something we have to work at all times. And they have this saying that says you can't make it, fake it. Well, a little story for you. One day I was in here teaching, and a young man walked in, and he walked through the door, and he shut the door, and he leaned up against the door, and one of my black belts motioned that there was somebody there, and I said, "Yeah, I see him." So I walk over there, and I said, "Can I help you with something?" And he says, "I'm here to challenge you." And my immediate response was, "Cool, you're kidding. I've been waiting for this all week long." And he just kind of looks at me kind of intrigued, and I said, "You don't know how happy this makes me." I said, all week long I've been waiting for this." And he says, "So how's this going to go down?" And I said, "Well, okay, I will tell you how this is going to go down." I said, "I'm going to take you out here on the mat, and I'm going to put the gloves on you, and I said, I'm going to beat on you. I said, when you hit the floor, I'm going to stand you back up, and I'm going to beat on you a little bit more. I said, when you try to crawl out that door, I'm going to drag you back in here and beat on you a little bit more." And he looks at me, and he says, and as he's trying to find the doorknob, he says, "I think I made a mistake." And at the time, he's standing there, his girlfriend opens the door, and she says, "How's it going in there, honey?" And he says, "I'm leaving." And he turned and he walked out the door. And the whole thing was half of it I was joking around, but I was very, very serious when I was joking. So when it comes to confidence, having that confidence and working that confidence all the time is what's going to make us better at it. We have to continually face things that worry us, things that make us afraid, things that, it's like this young guy. If you could have seen the look on his face when I kind of went into my spiel with him, it's priceless. And so the thing about confidence is just getting used to it. With people start trying to display that. When you walk in a room, you need to walk into that room like you own that room. Don't walk in and kind of look down. You have to know that that room belongs to you. When you're around other people, and especially being an alpha, and it could be male or female, it doesn't matter. As long as you're alpha and you walk in, and it's like when I walk into a room, I'm sizing up the whole room. I'm seeing who's where, what are they doing, where am I going to sit so I can keep my eyes on everyone. And that's the confidence thing. I say, okay, what is happening? When is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? And who's in charge? I'm in charge. And that takes time, just keeping your shoulders up, walking in. You don't want to walk in like this and look around like, okay. Everyone senses that. And so you have to walk in with your head up and say, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Why am I here? I know exactly why I'm there. And we don't want to put ourselves in trouble by going into bars and stuff like that to test yourself. But everywhere you go, you need to start putting that confidence on. When I walk into a place, making known that I'm there, a lot of times I'll say, "Hey guys, how's it going?" Okay, or I'll say, "Good morning." Trying to make them understand that I'm there, and right that moment, I'm that center of attention. But it takes time to do that. So build your confidence. Get that to where a lot of times we don't even have to fight. If I just stand up to you and I say, okay, if that's what you want, then that's great with me. Okay. C. Joe James DeMille used to always say, he had one saying that I love. He says, "This is not a social event, so don't bring a lunch." And by him saying that, it was saying in a sense that, okay, this is going to be a fun event, okay? I'm going to have fun, but I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's where your confidence has to be superior there. And you won't get there overnight, but a little at a time. You walk in, you see somebody, immediately say hi to them. Ask them how they're doing, what's happening. Where a lot of us get on that shy mode to where we don't want to talk to anyone, we don't want to really, but sometimes you have to force yourself to get into that situation. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. You walk in, first person you see says, "Hey, how's it going?" Because a lot of them, the newer generation won't even hardly talk to you. They don't say hi, they don't say bye, they don't say anything. They just look at you and they look back down at their phone. So confidence, make sure when you're out and about, talk to people. And if you're not comfortable talking to people, make yourself talk to people. And that's how you're going to build that confidence to where you're basically unstoppable. You walk into a room and you say, "Okay, let's get going." Do we know where we're going? Not exactly yet, but we're going somewhere. So that's basic today, is just building that confidence and, pushing it out there, letting everybody know that, and it's not something we're trying to fake. We just want to it's going to help us a lot on guys being aggressive with us. If I step out and there's somebody on my porch and I step out and I go, "Can I help you?" That tells them automatically that I'm not messing around. If I walk out and I go, "Hi, can I help you?" Just how I vocalize things. You become more confident, more stern. So anyway, that's just a little story for you guys. And thank you for subscribing to our channel, and I'll see you on the next video.